What was I doing there? Oh yeah, I was removing his materia, and then I was replacing him with... I can't remember who. Oh god, what?
Not Yuffie.
Oh god, it is Yuffie, isn't it? Really?
You
Really?
forgave her. You have a kind and gentle soul.
I forgave her by then? Really?
You are a fountain of loving mercy.
Okay. I thought I didn't use her for ages, but it seems I did. Okay.
Welcome to the Final Fantasy Wiki LP where no one knows what's going on, especially the host.
Especially the host. I can't
Final
remember
Fantasy
what I did.
LP, where the host forgets to edit out saving and forgets to remove his cursor.
Oh god.
Well, think about it. We're watching this for the first time, so we know what's going on the screen. We react to that. You've got a different prediction of it because you can't remember, so actually you're more confused than we are.
Yeah.
Oh, Grant, one of these guys.
Oh yeah, these
And
guys
we've
are
been
annoying.
attacked by Weeble and Bob.
Yep. I'd say this is like any other random encounter early on, which is just spam Matra Magic and win. Or if you're like good at this game, you can spam the enemy skill Beta.
No, don't do that, you ran out of MP.
Yeah, Beta just costs a lot of MP, but other than that, it does like 1,000 damage or something. It's pretty ridiculous if you get it early.
Level 4 suicide?
You set your cursor to go back to where it was.
Yeah,
You're
level
gonna spend scrolling down to match your magic.
Yeah, level 4 suicide, I think that gets enemies that are level 4 down to 1 HP.
130 seconds of their health.
Oh right, that's it. Yeah.
And I think it shrinks them or something.
Does it work on bosses as well?
It works on anyone who's level
So-
4. I don't think there are bosses that are level 4.
Hmm.
So I noticed in that fight, when Tifa casts Matra Magic, it looks like the missiles are coming out of her butt.
Yeah, Drake pointed that out. Ass missiles.
We have 2 Australians in our LPs because one of them has to be vulgar to replace Hext when he's not in there.
Oh yeah, you transform and manipulate. Transform is like the most useless materia, and manipulate is just the best.
Yeah, like, as soon as you get Kachi, you should probably go around for enemy skill hunting, because you can't really do that without manipulate. And that's probably the best thing Kachi is there for, if you're not using it.
Catchy was probably the only character I didn't use. I leveled up everyone equally in a rather obsessive manner, except for him.
Hmm. Well,
You played this guy.
this is the best enemy skill in the game, I think. This next one.
I'd like to think that you've just picked up the horseshoe crab and flipped it to the other side and now it's very confused.
Oh, Tifa does that weird, like, twirling animation when she gets the enemy skill, which is kind of funny.
Okay, so the wiki says Ketchi is a Toyosaurus.
Toyosaurus?
Toyosaurus!
What? Nice. Oh, you have to...
Our wiki is very reliable, clearly.
Indeed. You have to drive into that using the buggy, or else when you get to Junon, you won't have the buggy on the other side.
Okay.
The buggy is kind of important, but only for crossing rivers. Other than that, it's useless. It's just like, you can still get random encounters when you're driving it. Oh, and we're about to hear Drake's favourite theme ever when we get to the other side.
Also, I'm pretty sure
Oscar's
Ketchi
also
is like the only person who can get a weapon with 8 materia slots on level 1. Or, no, level 1, disc 1.
Is that Kachi?
Yeah.
Hmm. She's not a bad character if you use him. I mean, he's kind of a bit RNG based, but he's really not bad.
And then you could be like Yuffie, whose ultimate weapon is just the best ever.
What does hers do again?
The Conformer does more damage the higher level the enemies are.
Ah.
So something
That
like
is not
Sephiroth just consistently does in the 9,000s.
Yay for Drake's favourite theme. You don't have to hear much of it though.
Alright, so the FFWiki choir, obviously I'm the soprano.
Best choir ever.
Yes, we are going to record a new version of the Gastly in general with Kitty singing.
Oh, and that's I just cut ahead to this geezer is not an enemy skill, but when you have the last 2 digits are aligned, he'll give you something pretty important. Mithril. That's used for Aerith's ultimate limit break. And
He's
now,
not an enemy. I never knew that.
and now this thingy gives us another important enemy skill. When you manipulate him, of course, which I finally did. Aqualung!
White Wind. I think. Oh wait, no, it's Aqualung.
Yeah.
I think it was White Wind.
I can't remember who gives you White Wind actually. But as you can see, Aqualung is like ridiculously strong. Despite what it says on the tin, it actually doesn't do water elemental damage.
That's helpful.
Yeah. It does non-elemental damage instead.
Well, I guess that strange thing we fought doesn't look like it should do water damage. I'm not sure.
Or this
game
is
is
the
bizarre.
most annoying fight ever. Just know that
Oh,
I
you
learned.
get White Wind from Zemzalet.
Ah.
No, you can buy plush versions of those frogs. It's brilliant. I want one.
Oh really? Nice.
Yes, you can.
That is awesome. Yeah, that was an annoying fight, so I just showed when I got the enemy skill Frog Breath, and then that was it, because that fight is... Like, it took me about 15 minutes to do one fight, and my characters kept getting toaded. Oh, this is funny.
Well, wait, White Wind is bugged, so the game considers it a physical attack, so it cures Manipulate.
Oh, really? Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks.
But it
Okay.
also moves Frog, so if you'd already gotten White Wind...
But if you don't use it... If you don't use it on itself, then it shouldn't cure manipulate on the enemy to stop it from using it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so... It's okay then.
I'm not sure why you would ever use White Wind on a manipulated enemy, but... If you're trying to keep him alive for an enemy skill, but don't do that, just use Cure.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh god, the textures on that battle background. Why do the bushes have black outlines?
That is a very good question.
They're actually fighting on a school playset.
It does look like that too, though. It
Hey
looks like
Techno, why didn't you turn down your battle speed?
another good question that I have not answered for. But we are seeing, for the first time, Big God being used. This is the most... Oh, we're also seeing my computer glitch out a bit. Everyone wants to see.
Oh, is it true that Rude
Well,
won't
that-
attack Tifa in any of the fights?
Yeah, I think it is.
Yes, because it's implied that he has a crush on her.
You guys need me here because I'm the one who ever looks anything up during the LP.
Of course. Yeah, this fight is not very difficult, but I don't think many of the Turk fights are particularly difficult except the last one.
Alright, Gongaga. Random target. Target isn't Tifa, then use fire on target. Choose random opponent who isn't Tifa. If target exists, use shoulder attack. Else 1/3 chance, print message rude, ... 2/3 chance, choose Tifa, shoulder attack. So if everyone else is dead, then he has a smaller chance of shoulder attacking Tifa, but we'll never use this magic on her.
Well, at least Rude has a good taste.
That's quite some cash.
Well, if I were an enemy in this game, it would probably be 3 out of 3 chance for a ... Let's be honest.
It's a tank mixed with a triceratops, and I think I'm breaking.
Yeah, this is just an example of how creative they got. This is how creative
The enemy
they got.
design in this game was done by 5-year-olds, along
Yeah.
with that previous bush background.
I think it mutated from the radioactivity from the reactor and somehow was
Morphed
genetically
into a robot.
It mutated a tank out of its ass.
yeah, it was somehow genetically engineered to be a tank.
Oh god.
Hojo,
Realised
what
that.
have you done?
Hojo is just the most insane guy. And I thought
Okay, yeah, it
Dr.
was
bad.
probably Hojo's fault.
Mm.
I don't know. You think the United States military would use Triceratops tanks if they could be mass-produced?
Yes,
that would
because
that would
yes, they
overrun
would,
Iraq pretty
because
quickly.
your
Just
inner
because-
5-year-old would demand you would use it.
I demand they use it.
Huge
I think it's
Before
material.
long,
actually
it
the
will
military
be the-
strategy.
It will be the international
Not-
sport. There will be huge competitions. Top Gear will race them.
Nice.
Top Gear will tie 2 of them together and then race those.
Oh,
But yeah,
I
think
would
about it.
watch
If you have an
that.
army of Triceratops tanks charging at you, what do? You get out a machine gun and shoot them all down? No, you run away. So you could take over a country in a matter of hours with these Triceratops tanks.
Triceratops.
And they win based on fear alone.
Tankcerotops.
They don't even have to kill anyone.
Tankcerotops.
If something about tank Triceratops isn't in the video title, I will be very, very disappointed.
Oh, I'm definitely putting it in. Tankcerotops. I believe that whole bit is actually optional. But if you're me,
But you
it's
need
not
to
optional.
the Jata materia or whatever it was.
Yeah, if you're me, that bit's not optional because I actually didn't know you could get through the game without doing that. Death blow materia. So
Actually, I don't even think you have to come to Gungaga at all. But you get Death Blow and stuff. And you get to use all of Yuffie's mana.
yeah. So death blow, they actually used that spell again in the GBA remake of Final Fantasy V, I think. I might be wrong.
That's so cute.
If I was wrong, that would mean I'm awful because I did walk through the GBA remake of that. Or I walked through a version that's identical to it, which is the mobile version. But you get my drift.
I wouldn't want to murder the frogs. It's cute.
Well, I would after that random battle with them where they like turned me into a frog for like ages, and that was really irritating.